if you've ever gone to read something and you read the same line over and over again, or you get through a whole page and you realize you don't remember what you just read, there's a problem with retention and comprehension, and that could be due to a focus issue. Now, we hold the greatest focus distractor in the world in our pockets most of the time, and for people like me that have ADHD, that can be a huge distraction. But there's a hidden gem in my phone that keeps me focused. So let me give you just a brief history of my focus and white noise. Ever since I was a kid, I've had to use a sound machine to go to sleep. If I'm laying in bed and I hear a noise, I hyperfixate on that noise. Even if it's something that I know, I'm just thinking about the noise. Maybe I'm thinking about when it's going to happen next. If it's something I don't know, it's, oh my gosh, I'm just up. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll be up at 3 a.m, downstairs in the basement trying to figure out the noise. I won't sleep. So when I turn on the white noise machine or a sound machine, I don't have to think about those noises because I don't hear them. And it's the same thing when I'm trying to work, when I'm trying to study. I need to block out everything around me because I fixate on little noises and it keeps me from staying focused. Now, I was on a trip with a family, and normally when I go to a hotel room, I check to see first, this kind of sounds crazy, if I can use the vent fan for the HVAC as a white noise maker, or if I can use the exhaust fan in the bathroom. And I bring a backup. I bring my sound machine, my ohm. I forgot my sound machine, so I was like, okay, let's check it out. It was so noisy, the bathroom exhaust fan. I was like, I can't. That's its own distractor. It was like, it had a very non-regular pattern in its sound, and you couldn't turn the vent fan on apart from the air or heat. So it would have been either really hot or really cold, and I would have been able to be focused to sleep. But my family would have been upset. So I was like, what do I do? Is there something for my phone that I can do? So I looked up, white noise makers, and I found a bunch of apps, and I tried some apps. They all had ads. Some asked me for a login, username and password to listen to sounds. So I thought that was silly. But then I did find that inside of a newer update of iOS, they had a sound machine. So it's kind of silly, though. You had to go to settings, then you have to go to accessibility settings. Where is that at? Accessibility settings. Then you have to go down to audio visual. Then you go to background sounds, and then you can turn on background sounds. And there's different kinds of background sounds. So I used that. I paired it to, I got to turn off my background sounds. I paired it to my Bluetooth speaker, and then I was able to actually fall asleep. And it was fantastic. And now that's my hack. When I go traveling, bring my Bluetooth speaker. I know I have my background sounds. Now, I have a similar issue when I'm going to study or going to do some work. I can't have sounds around me. Like when I went to take my my certificate exam to be a teacher, I had to bring earplugs because when I took my ACT, there was someone with the sniffles at my table. And I kept reading a sentence and then hearing a sniffle and then getting so distracted that I forgot what I was reading. It was really bad. So I had to put on earplugs or listen to music. And the music I listen to has to be very specific. It can't have words. If it has words, I listen to the words. It can't be something too exciting or too interesting because as a musician, I'll start cueing into it. And it can't be something that I've heard a lot before because then I'll listen to it because I know it so well. So I have some music that I kind of bring in and out of the season, and I listen to it. So I was going on a plane, and I forgot to download music to my Spotify. It was a new phone. I was like, oh, no. I had all this work to do on a plane. And so what I did was I turned on my white noise machine. And I felt like the cabin lights dim, and I went to do some work. And before I knew it, we were landing. And I reached flow state almost as soon as I turned on that white sound machine. And it was like, whoa, there's something there. So fast forward to last week, and I'm teaching a music theory class, and we're doing something very brain heavy that requires a whole lot of focus. And we're all doing it. It's in this computer lab. There's a lot going on. And there's a student who I can tell is having a huge problem with, the task. So I went to check in. I wanted to see if it was something with the task or, whatever's going on with them. And I asked them, hey, what's up? And they said, well, I can't listen. There's too much going on. I can't even listen to myself. People are like self-talking and getting mad and like frustrated. And there's keyboards typing and stuff. So normally I have a set of passive noise canceling headphones. So they're passive. They don't have like power or anything, but they're meant for drummers. So they clamp on really tight and it's like you can't hear anything. So I gave them to them and they put them on, but they're uncomfortable. Like I put them on and they were like, this hurts because it clamps on really tight. And I was like, aha, I have an idea. And then I took their iPad. We have iPads at our school. And there's now a shortcut, which I'm going to show you how to add to your iDevice. I turned the shortcut on for background sounds. I gave her headphones, pressed background sounds on, and then her eyes opened up. And then she went to do the thing, and she did it. And the next day we were working on the same thing. And this student, the entire semester, was having problems with like doing anything in my class, and she had it. And I asked her, I was like, whoa, how did you get so good at this right away? And she's like, it's the white noise. Like I can actually focus on what I want to do. And I can tell it was something that probably was more than just a music class. It was in all the classes. But she could actually focus. She was like me. And we figured it out. So I'm going to show you how to add it I'm going to add it on my iPad. Because now they've made it a little easier. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Settings, and then you're going to go to Control Center. And these are all the things that pop up in your Control Center. And if you go down, there's this hearing one. If you click hearing, it now adds hearing. And then if you swipe down, you have this little ear. If you click on the ear, it gives you the option for background sounds. And then you can change which background sound you like. I like this balance noise. Of all these different ones. I like balance noise. And when you want to turn it off, you just click the ear. It's built right into iOS. So whenever you feel like you need background sounds, swipe down, click the ear, turn the background sounds on. Works with headphones, works with Bluetooth speakers when you need to go to sleep with your family in a hotel room. It's great. So hopefully that can help you. Hopefully that can really help your students. If you're playing music in your room, make sure the music doesn't have words. Think about these students. Try not to have a lot of sound going on or smells because we get distracted by those. So thank you.